Are you joking?
Hi Chookies, Cherylyn Barnsey. I'm about to do a YouTube what is having a bit of a gripe. I don't like to go on and on and on about the things what's bad. Usually I would like to talk about the things in life what I enjoy. Sometimes you have to do certain sort of things just to get it off your chest sort of thing. So this one is actually about kids. Well, it's more about parents. It's just getting worse and worse. These days, they're just doing whatever the fuck they want, and parents are all like, let them do whatever they want. I'm fucking sick of it. Dead set, I'm fucking sick of it. Back when Des was a little girl, if her ass got out of line, her ass got a fucking flogging. It does not matter where we were, who was around, I would flog Desiree's ass if she fucked about. Even if she mouthed off. I'd give her a smack in the mouth. I've spoken about discipline before. One of my more effective ways what I disciplined my daughter Des when she was little was the style of pick your branch. Some of you know all about it. I didn't do it too many times, just a couple, but it was basically Desiree, go outside, pick the branch, what you were going to get smacked with. You don't really have to do it too many times after that, because all you have to say is, Des, do you want to pick your branch? And she cuts the bullshit straight away because she does not want to pick her branch. You got to have a laugh, and it's pretty funny. And sometimes, say, if you're in a shopping centre, you do not have the luxury to say to your smart-ass daughter to pick a branch, so you have to use whatever you've got. Sometimes your hands, sometimes it's your shoe. I remember, I'll be shopping in Target and she'd run off, deliberately hiding from me, and she'd hide herself in the clothes racks where it's like a ring and all the coat hangers hang from it. She'd hide inside these, so she was surrounded by clothes, and I could never find her. And when I would find her, she'd fuck off and run into another one, and it would turn into this big game. And I'm there to do shopping, not play silly fucking games with children. Yeah, so this one time she was being a smart ass, playing little games, hiding in the clothes, and this time I had had enough. So I actually hid myself. I crouched down and I hid in one. 15 minutes passed and I was still waiting in this thing, and I see Desiree walk past and she's looking really worried and where's mum, and and I started to watch her and she starts to cry and she's going, Mum, 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 and I still wouldn't come out. She actually walked up to the counter and got the lady to say my name over the speakers. Cherylyn Barnes, can you please come to the counter? We have your daughter Desiree. I crept out one of the aisles. I said, Desiree. And then she says to the woman, she goes, oh, there's my mum. She's here now. And you should have seen the little bitch. Eyes red and swollen from crying, snot drizzling out of her nose, and her face red like a beetroot. It was embarrassing. I said, come on, Desiree. So then she started running over, and as soon as she got close enough, I grabbed her by the wrist and I fucking pulled her into me, and I said to her, what did I tell you? You've been told. So that's what I'm talking about. You have to improvise. So I took the thong off my foot and I gave her a smack across the back of the legs for every word that came out of my mouth. How dare you run away? You have been told. Oh, and she's screaming and crying. I didn't give a shit. They've got to learn. The funny thing is, some of the kids from her school, 3rd class or something, some of the kids, they actually saw me belting the shit out of Desiree, so she actually copped a bit of bullying at school about it. They would say, oh, is mummy giving you a smack again? And they would say to her, don't you dare run away, and, just give a shit. That went on for months. Eventually that all stopped, but it actually really scarred her. Not the welts from the smacks, I meant the bullying. It scarred her for life sort of thing. And it wasn't my fault that the kids from school saw that. They just happened to be there at the right time and saw the whole thing. But it actually worked out really well, because when we go to the shopping centre and Desiree starts fucking about again, I would say, do you want me to take my thong off? And she'd stop. She'd pull her ass in the line. And that's how children start to learn the rules. I said to her, I said, do you want me to take off my thong? And she knew by the look in my eyes, do not fuck with me. And that's just my personal style. I know some parents out there are like, don't smack your kids, let them get away with everything. It's getting absolutely ridiculous. The other day we were at Caltex and Terry was lining up to pay for the petrol, and I was just walking around. I was actually trying on the sunglasses. I noticed there was this little black girl with long beautiful hair, and she was over at the thing with the lollies, where you know, all the different boxes of different lollies, plastic boxes, and you use spoons and put them in the bag sort of thing. Well, this little girl wasn't using the spoon. She was pulling them out with the dirty, grubby little mitts, sour worms, sucking all the sugar off it and putting them back in the box. And I just thought, you little grot. And then I look over in the line, and in front of Terry's, this little girl's mum, you know, big islander bird, doesn't give a fuck, just let her kid rampage through the Caltex, do whatever she wants. So I thought, fuck this. So I walked up behind the little grub, and she turned around, and I looked at her, and I said to her, a real quiet voice, didn't want the mum to hear, I said, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, and then I did it. She starts crying and she runs over to Mum, and the mum's like, oh, what's wrong, what's wrong? And hides behind her mum and she looks at me. And then the mum looks at me and she's got these big angry eyes and she starts walking over towards me. I thought, oh, here we fucking go. And she says, what you do to him? I said, sorry? And she says, why you make my son cry? And I thought, fuck me dead, I thought it was a little girl. You know, because they let them grow their hair, so they look like little girls. Why they do that, I do not know. It's over in their country, they probably let little boys have long hair. You do it over here, we don't do that. You let that little bastard have long hair over here, and he's going to get toasted in school. So anyway, I said to her, I said, listen, she was sucking the sugar off the lollies and putting them back in the thing. Oh, so then the mum looks down at her and she goes, you do that? And she like looks it up at her puppy dog eyes, shaking her head. And I thought, you little bitch. So I said to the mum, I said, she's a liar. You need to teach her the rules. We do not do that over here. You use the spoon and you put them in the bag. Big fucking mama bear loses the plot and she starts swiping at me. And it really hurt me. She almost knocked my jaw off my fucking head. And I said to her, I said, oi, fucking stop it. And then I hear Terry say to the guy behind the counter, he said, excuse me. And he points at us. And so the little Indian man comes in between me and this big bird and he's like, stop it, stop it, stop it, to both of us. Oh, and then the mum, she starts crying and she grabs the little boy and they walk out together. And I thought, that'll be right. Her kid starts this whole fucking thing and then I'm the bad guy. You know, because this little bitch is crying, she's going to go home, get kisses and cuddles, told everything is going to be all right and mummy's going to make it all better. Sorry, not little bitch, little bastard. You know, I've always said it, you've got to be tough on your kids. I remember years ago, Terry had one of his work friends, Brian, over and he brought his Mrs. Trisha and their daughter Jasmine. We had a barbecue, the boys outside, they were cooking sausages and steaks and the stick things, the chicken and all of that, all the meat, and inside I was going to make a salad. Trish just sat down, didn't fucking help. Anyway, that's alright. I make a good salad. I did the whole lot, you know, tomatoes, cheese, the one in the squares, not the one in the plastic. Lettuce, I ripped it up and everything, cucumbers, the whole lot. Anyway, Jasmine was outside playing with the cats and she came inside. Boys brought in the meat and we all sat around the table. We're eating, and I noticed little Jasmine wasn't eating the salad. And so I said, why aren't you eating the salad, Jasmine? And she says, oh, I'm not hungry. And Trish said to her, she says, no, Jasmine, eat the salad, please. I said, why aren't you eating it, darling? And she says, oh, I had McDonald's before. And then Trish says, Jasmine, no, you didn't. What are you saying that for? So then she just slumps herself back in the chair and crosses her arms. And I said to her, I said, Jasmine, you can tell me what's wrong. Why don't you want the salad? And then she says, I don't want to say. And I said, come on, Jazz, tell Auntie Shez, why aren't you eating the salad? You know, and this is back when I was smoking as well. And you know what she says? She says, oh, because when Cherylyn was making the salad, ash from her cigarette fell into it. And I said, oh, what a load of garbage, Jasmine. No, it didn't. And then she says, yes, and sweat from your head dripped into it as well. I don't want to eat it. And I said, you walk into someone's house and speak to them like that, you watch you don't get a smack in the mouth, Jasmine. And then Terry says, Cherylyn. And I said, no, fuck her. Oh, and then Trish says, Cherylyn, please don't speak to my daughter like that. And I said, Trish, my house, my rules. So I tried to keep my cool, but I got up, I said, Jasmine, and I lit up a cigarette and I leant over and I ashed my cigarette in her dinner and I said, there's the ash in your fucking salad. And then I went to my room. So then I was absolutely stressed out, so I was just sitting in the room on the bed smoking. And Terry comes, he says, you coming out? And I said, Terry, fuck off, leave me alone. Oh, then Brian comes in and he says, Cherylyn, I don't know what happened then. It's all right. we're going to go home, this will all blow over, you know, we probably just need a bit of time to relax. I hope you're alright, I'm sorry if we've done anything. And I said, no Brian, you're right. So they left and I went out, said to Terry, I said, in future, don't bring him here anymore. That Trish, she's absolutely up herself. She lets that kid get away with murder. Imagine if Des went to one of our friends' place and started speaking to them the way that Jasmine was speaking to me. Silly little bitch. So I thought, fuck it, they're not coming here anymore, and they haven't been here since. So I just think you've got to teach the kids the lessons from the beginning, otherwise they'll actually grow up. They'll be worse than horrible little children. They'll be horrible adults. They turn out to be junkies, they go to jail, the whole lot. Get on top of it early, otherwise your problems end up becoming the whole world's problems, and it starts to be like a big infection of nasty, horrible people. So anyway, that's just my opinion. So what do you think? Do you think you need to let kids get away with blue murder, say and do whatever they want? Or do you think you should do the right thing and teach them discipline and a bit of tough love, smack across the arse, smack in the mouth, you know, whatever necessary to teach them right from wrong? Leave it in the comments. Let me know on Facebook. Start a big discussion, because I just think it's interesting. Alright, let's leave it at that. You can add me on my Twitter site, at Cherylyn Barnes, #LionLittleBitch. And you can also add me on my Facebook site, www.facebook.com/CherylynBarnesAU for Australia. Make sure you add my Instagram site, at Cherylyn Barnes. Add my Snapchat site, Shez Barnes. And then make sure you click subscribe so you'll be able to see all the YouTubes what I've done before, and all the other ones will come out in future dates as well. Alright, chookies, let's leave it at that. And pussy kiss. Ciao for now. Well, if you were to come to my house, what do you want to do to me? Is that right? And what else? Is that right? Just you and the boys and little old me. Yeah, we could have some real fun. Well, it's up to you. How bad do you want it?